Hi there. I want to talk to you about 4 mistakes that realtors are making in this business and for solutions. My name is Tanya Van Rickley, and I'm a national real estate coach with 21 years experience, went through the crash. And what I do is I coach agents throughout the country every single day on real estate. I work with teams, I work with mortgage teams, I work with team leaders, and my job every day is to help my realtors sell more homes by helping them with a lot of things. So the 4 things that we're helping them with is time management and discipline, leads, systems, lack of competence, and confidence. So let's go into it. So one of the first ones is not enough leads. Why do realtors not have enough leads? One, there is no secret right now that we do have lack of inventory, right? And the interest rates are a little high, okay? Let's not gloss over that, right? But here's the most important thing. If you are a realtor and you did a search on the market, right? And in the last 7 days, in the last 30 days, just on your own zip code, and you look to see how many homes are active, pending, sold, okay? Thousands. That's actually more business than you can even handle. So if your mindset is nothing's selling, nobody's buying, lots of people are selling, and lots of people are buying, you just need to find out, how do I get in front of the motivated? So as your coach, if you need someone to give you some encouragement, this is the first thing I would recommend that you do. Go and do a search and make sure that you know your market, okay? And see how many homes are active, pending, and sold. And do that every day if you want to remind yourself that, hey, there's business going around. It's just not my business. How do I get more of that, okay? So let's talk about that. Lack of leads, okay? Why are there lack of leads, okay? One is you're not talking to enough people. You're just not. I coach real estate agents every single day, and everybody has the best intentions of talking to people. But I got to tell you, out of all the realtors, like I have over 200 people in this group, but again, it's the Pareto's principle. It's the 90-10 rule now, right? It's not even the Pareto's principle anymore. Only 10% of the realtors are doing the work. Only 10% of the realtors I coach are even doing what they're coached on, right? So they're not talking to enough people. And it's time to talk to more people and get back to old school. We are so consumed with the computer that the basics of connecting with people and communicating with people and building relationships needs to be number one, okay? So not talking to enough people. The other thing is they don't have enough people to talk to. There's not enough people in their sphere of influence, right? Right now, we have to double, triple down on the amount of people that we talk to. And guess what that means? You need to expand your reach, okay? Expanding your reach means a lot of things. It means you might need to actually join a team so you can expand your reach by tapping into their sphere of influence, okay? If a team isn't for you, right, then you might need to be doing video, okay? If you're not doing video, you are behind the times, right? I teach people on how to do video, what to do on video, how to get in front of people, and just be your authentic self, right? The other thing is get into networking groups. Back, before social media, a lot of people were in a BNI group. Look for a BNI group, a Toastmasters group. They were in volunteer groups, right? Serving their community, church groups, sports groups, right? So most people are not even leaving the house anymore. And they're wondering, why don't I have any business? Because you need to actually get out of your yoga pants or your wife beater. Sorry. Get off of the computer and get out and converse with people. Okay. So that's the other thing. People aren't leaving their house. They're not expanding their reach. So the solution there is, right, is do video, get in some networking groups. Go to Facebook and put events or groups, and they'll give all the groups, and meetup.com has groups. Find groups that you are passionate about, right? Find groups that make sense to you, like where you want to spend your time. I am very protective of my time. I used to serve everything and do everything everywhere. I'm not doing that anymore. Find something that you have in common with other people that you want to show up and you want to be a part of and you want to lead. And that's the other thing. Don't just get into these groups and like just passively sit there. How can you lead? Go up to them and say, hey, what can I do? Is there a leadership position? Can I help be, a speaker? Can I help with marketing? Like that's where people, that's how you gain respect. Okay. So also is if you're looking for a team, so the company that I'm with is EXP. We have 89,000 agents. We're in 24 countries, okay? A lot of the agents come on solo and then they go, you know what? I think I need a team now. And I'm a matchmaker with teams. I help people get on teams, but I also coach them. I'm like, you're not ready for a team. Like the only way that you're ready for a team is if you do this, this, and this, okay? So the last thing is lead sources. There are several free lead sources. If you want a list of all the free lead sources to sign up for, let me know and I'll send you the list. Message me and I'll send you the list. But if you're gonna sign up for a lead source, then guess what? You have to answer your phone. And a lot of agents are not even answering the phone anymore. So how bad do you want it? Okay, so that's number one, not enough leads. Okay, so the other one, I'm going to move over to lack of confidence. Okay, lack of confidence, which creates lack of competence. Okay, and lack of competence creates lack of confidence. And when you mix the two, right, it means that most agents are afraid to talk to people because they're like, I'm a new agent, or you know what, I used to crush it because, when the market, when the rates are low, like I was a top agent, there was so much ego in the last market, like agents in the last 5 years were getting a lot of business, but it's time to work for your business. It is a skills-based market. And a lot of agents that were crushing it and killing it in the last market, they are paralyzed by this market. They don't know how to negotiate. They don't have sales skills. They don't know what to say, and therefore they're not getting business, right? You know what? People that are looking to buy or sell right now are motivated, and they're actually looking for a realtor that has the confidence to overcome their objections of interest rates, or they don't have to sell, right? They need somebody to help them come up with those solutions. And if you're not solution oriented, how can you be if you don't know what's going on in the market, right? If you don't know what kind of loan products that can help people, if you don't know about creative financing, right? If you're just like, I only do this in this box and I only use this lender and I've always done it this way. If you're not evolving, you're dying. You are dying, okay? So the other one is not knowing the market knowledge. The other thing is listening to bad news, believing everything you hear, right? There's people that, part of the lack of confidence is you're absorbing all this doom and gloom and scarcity mindset, right? So turn that crap off, right? It is just, who needs to listen to that, right? So the other thing is training and role play. Do you have training and role play at your fingertips like that, right? Right now, the agents that are have the confidence and the competence that I coach and that are in my group, they're going to role play several times a week, and they're hearing people just bash them, right? By the way, you don't have to role play. You can just listen. But man, if you can overcome the objections and have a seller come at you in a role play session, it's way easier out in the world. If you're door knocking and introducing someone to a new listing, hey, my name's Tanya, just want to introduce myself. We have a new listing. I know there's a lack of inventory. I wanted you, the neighbor, to be the first to know, because I know neighbors like to choose their own neighbors. Who do you know who wants to move into this neighborhood, right? Who do you know who's looking to buy or sell a house right now? And if the first thing they said is, oh, the interest rates are really high, and if you don't know how to overcome that, you just wasted your time. So how do you overcome objections? How do you convert, buyers and sellers into, and motivating them? What's your conversion rate, okay? The other thing is training. The solution is a lot of people are at brokerages that have promised them, over-promised them and under-delivered. And what I'm finding out there is, brokers, most of them, there's some really amazing offices, but this is the majority, and I'm not I am not singling out any brokerage, right? People are in a scarcity mindset for the most part, and your leaders are back in production, right? Where they're like, I'm going to be a broker and I'm going to help you. And when people come to me, they're like, Tanya, nobody's helping me. And the first thing I ask them is, have you even asked for help? Are you showing up to meetings? Like, oh, your brokerage is failing you, but are you failing yourself? Like, do you have to look in the mirror? Because just because you come over to me, right, doesn't mean that they're the magic pill. You take this magic pill and things are going to change. I do know that people change brokerages because they need a different environment. They need to feel accountable. They want their leader to be passionate and keep them accountable and be in it to win it, as opposed to being this like, lone star at their brokerage, right? So the thing is training. What kind of training are you getting? Okay. Here's the thing. There ain't no lack of training out there. Okay. I just said ain't, right? You can Google things. You can spend hours and hours and train yourself to death. And that's what I'm finding agents are doing. They have the lack of confidence to get out there and actually talk to people and get in it, because all they're doing is taking like 50 hours of training. Guess where the best training ground is? The best training ground is getting in front of the doors and getting rejected, right? Because guess what? Rejection makes you money. Write that down. Rejection makes me money. Rejection gets you one step closer to a yes. And I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again, right? The thing is wouldn't you rather someone reject you than have somebody string you along and not have the courage to say, I'm not interested anymore, or I'm never interested? Can you please take me off your list for now? People I respect the most, which sometimes it hurts, are people that can be honest and say, I'm sorry, I'm not interested, but I'll keep your card, right? But unfortunately, people don't have the courage to do that. I don't even understand it, right? So rejection makes you money, because every no gets you one step closer to a yes, and you're not wasting your time with that person, okay? So with the lack of confidence and the lack of competence, right, it is know your market stats daily, right? So you can talk about the market, turn the news off, get into role play, practice, right? And maybe hire a coach. Like, I'm a real estate coach. I can help you with that. I can help you, but if you pay me, I coach all different kinds of brokerages. Or if you join my team, my network, I don't have a team, I'm not taking your commission, but if you join our network, you get coaching for free, you get coached every day, you get workbooks, you get training, everything you need. The question is what are you going to do with it, right? So the third one is time management and discipline. I'm the first to say that I'm constantly working on this, right? Like looking to see like, where can I dial that in, right? Where can I, how do I get my workout in? What's my morning routine, right? So it is time management and discipline. No schedule, no morning routine, right? No daily schedule, right? And being managed by distractions. You're a squirrel, right? Like, oh, there's a squirrel. Like, you love squirrels. Like, oh, squirrel, right? Every time somebody calls you, you're like, yeah, I'll go. Sure, I'll do that. Oh, you want me to watch your dog? You want me to take your dry cleaning? Okay, you need me to help you clean your house? Here's the thing. We have jobs. This is a job. This is your career if it is, right? You have to be able to say no. So the solutions for time management is there's a good video called Monk-like Discipline. And in Monk-like Discipline, it's on YouTube, Monk-like Discipline, he talks about, I think it's Sam Owens, he talks about, we could say, oh, we're to discipline ourselves, but the thing is, you got to eliminate first, right? What is taking me away from my business? So the homework is I would encourage you to write down 3 things that are distracting you, right? So if it's your phone, many people that I know, including my son, have to take their phone and they have to put it into another room. One of my friends who has ADHD has a shocker, and he basically, every time he gets on his phone, it shocks him, right? I mean, it's better than taking medication, I guess, but I'm about to buy that for somebody. And then, so time blocking, right? If you've ever coached with Tom Ferry, Mike Ferry, high-level real estate coach, right? They just tell you time block. Like if you put 9 to 12 as your money time, if you are doing this full time, you should have 3 hours in the morning where I'm just working on my business, right? And just say no to everything else. Like if people call you, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do anything 9 to 12, okay? And if you focus, if you get, develop that like muscle of like focusing on 9 to 12 is my money time, right? I'm going to call people, I'm going to market, I'm going to make a video, I'm going to work on my business so I can proactively proactively get some leads, right? Proactive. You hear the word proactive instead of passive. Proactive is you're not just making a video, right? Proactive is not the passive where you're just marketing or you're sending a Facebook ad or something. Proactive means you're picking up the phone, you're calling people, you're texting people, you're emailing people, right? That's passive, but proactive is like door knocking, right? Doing open houses, calling people. Hey, it's Tanya. Just wanted to give a real quick call. A lot of people have questions about the real estate market. I'm just wondering what real estate questions I can answer for you, right? There's lots of different scripts, but I like that script. Another script that I like is if you go sit in a Starbucks or whatever and you're like, okay, I got to talk to, 25 people this week, because statistically, right, there's lots of different statistics, but they're in general around the same, right? If you want to sell 12 homes a year, you have to talk to 1,200 people a year, right? Which is 100 people a month, which is 25 people a week. If you want to sell 24 homes, that's 2,400, which you need to talk to 200 people a month, which means it's 200 people a week, right? So think about it. If you need to talk to 5 people or 25 people a week, that's 5 people a day, 5 contacts, not dials, right? If you need to sell 24 homes, that's 50 people, right? Like how do you talk to 50 people a week, right? Just break it down, and I would have cards on you, be a walking, talking branding billboard for yourself, right? But if you're at Starbucks, you can just say, you know what? I'm going to have the courage to hand this card out. When I was at the gym, I would do this all the time. I got a lot of leads when I was in the gym. Hey, my name's Tanya. I'm a realtor. I'm sure you know 100 realtors because I know I do. If you don't have a realtor you would refer business to, I would love to earn your business. Okay, hand them your card, and they might say, you know what, I have realtors that I know. Just say, oh, okay, I can appreciate that. Just say, you know what, you own my card. I definitely respect loyalty, but if you need anything, let me know. I'd love to help you. Okay, so you don't have to make it weird, all right? So time block, remove distractions. The other thing is create boundaries. This is where you have to talk to your family, your friends, your bosses, whatever, right? And say, hey, I am focused on this time. Please don't call me between 9 and 12. Or I'm focused on this time to focus on my business, and I would love for you to keep me accountable, right? If people don't know what your schedule is and your schedule's all over the place, they're not going to respect those boundaries. And again, like I said, I'm always dialing in. Since moving back to Colorado, just dialing in, like, what does my schedule look like, right? And sometimes you actually have to leave the house. At EXP, you can go to any Regis throughout the country for free, and you can also bring a client. So if you need somewhere to go, you have offices to go, and there's thousands of them. Okay, so there's that one. The last one is lack of systems, okay? Lack of systems is having no plan, no marketing, no strategic partners, okay? So write down your plan. If you need workbooks, I have real estate workbooks I can send to you that check off your plan, like how many posts you're gonna do a week, what are your what's your plan to meet with your strategic partners, meet with your mortgage rep, meet with your title reps, meet with the plumbers, meet with the pool guys, meet with the insurance guys, okay? Because guess what? They're all trying to grow their business too. And never assume, there's the book, The 4 Laws of Agreement, never assume that it's too late to get their business, that they're committed to other people. Because there's a lot of people that aren't in it to win it anymore. And business owners and strategic partners are looking for people that have fresh energy. They're excited about their business. They're not taking their foot off the gas. They're like, let's go. It's Ferrari time, right? So that is what you should do there. And so going back to your plan, Message me if you actually need some workbooks. I've created lots of workbooks. Okay. The other thing is Keeping Current Matters, right? If you go to Keeping Current Matters, there is like on Instagram, they always put different posts out. You should be sharing Keeping Current Matters a couple of times a week in your stories, right? Listen, out of sight, out of mind. There's so many people I know that are brand new realtors that are marketing better than realtors that have been in the business 20 and 30 years, right? 5 years, 10 years, because they aren't out of sight, out of mind. They're posting every day. They look like market experts, and that's the person people are going to call, even though you're one of their friends. They're going to think you're getting out of the business too. So Keeping Current Matters. The other thing is done for you marketing, right? Find marketing that's done for you. I have a 12 newsletter plan. You just download all these newsletters. You just put your face in them and your phone and your contact information, and it's done for you. And it's on like 5 ways to conserve energy, or a great way to make a charcuterie board for houses, or how do you protect your dog from plants, or the best doggy doors to use, how to conserve energy, those kinds of things. And so you're not always talking about real estate. You're just talking about lifestyle and the houses and stuff. So if you're interested in a done for you marketing plan that you just plug into your CRM, if you're using one, because that's another mistake. A lot of you guys are not using a CRM, you have no system, and you're as good as your last sale. Okay. So that is no system, no like plan for the marketing. And then the other one is you don't have a system to be around other realtors, right? You are not going to broker caravans anymore, or broker tours, right? You're not going to broker masterminds. I really encourage you to go to your internal website for your office, Facebook groups, meetup groups, and just be like, hey, are there any realtors that want to mastermind, right? Let's meet, every Friday for coffee. Let's mastermind on what's working, what's not working, all of that kind of stuff, okay? And so that is important, that you get around other people that are doing things, that are producing, that are working on their CRMs, they're sending things out, they're cold calling, they're door knocking, they're working on expireds, they're working on FSBOs. The other thing is with expires, a lot of you guys are like, oh, I just called the expires and they hung up on me. Well, what's your follow-up plan? It takes 7 to 12 attempts to convert a lead. And most agents will never follow up after the first, and definitely not after the third. And so I was watching a Chris Heller video this morning, and they were talking about leads. Like, why are there thousands of leads? Because these leads are being bought and being purchased and rebought and purchased and rebought. And they know that agents aren't going to follow up on leads. So old leads are a gold mine, right? Because people have already planted the seed on the first call 6 months ago, 3 months ago, a year ago. They're not going to want to get on other lists if they can find a realtor to help them. Okay. So call me too if you need a system, you need a follow-up system, you need accountability. Okay. So I think I went over all 4. Time management, not enough leads, no systems, lack of confidence, and competence. If you want like a 30-minute strategy session with me, I'd love, not a 30-minute, a 15-minute session with me. Let's talk. My phone number is 760-822-3502. I'll also put my Calendly link, like book a call with me. Let's talk, right? If your company is working for you, but you kind of need a little bit of guidance, great. Let's talk for 15 minutes and I'll give you some strategies. I'll give you my workbook, okay? I just want us all to win. If you're looking for change, right? No change, no change. If your environment's not working for you, your leaders aren't working for you, you're not getting enough training, you're not getting enough strategy, direction, those kinds of things, then, you got to make a change, because you're not going to survive this market if you're not like ready to just fire it up and take your business to the next level. So 760-822-3502. After I end this video, I will put my Calendly link and schedule a call with me. Again, I don't care what what brokerage you're at, because most brokerages are great, right? I just want you to win. Of course, if you're looking for change, I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to coach you. Oh, by the way, I am physically located in Colorado. I'm building all throughout the country, but I'm really focused on Colorado right now, so I can get with you, hug you, touch you, not in weird ways, but I just mean like be in the same room with you, like lead you and be led by you, because you guys make me better as well. So if you're a brokerage right, or a broker owner, a team owner, and you guys also want me to come, I'm a John Maxwell leadership coach. If you want me to come and give a talk on, the 7 invaluable laws of real estate, I'd love to do that. I also do Chris Heller's speech, Dominant Thoughts. And then I have another one is for team leaders, how to lead a team you don't have to babysit. So we also have a listings, dominant listings. Chris Heller's going to come on and speak for us again on 10/17 from 1 Mountain Standard Time to 3 Mountain Standard Time virtually. And then Chris Heller is coming here to Denver to help us also do a Dominant Thoughts Summit 12/15. And so we're going to go over mindset. I have one of the best video guys in the country that teaches YouTube becoming. I have one of my friends is doing a pricing kind of workshop on how to price your houses in this market. I have people talking on social media, talking on listings, like how do we help you with lead generation? So if you've gotten this far, thank you so much for watching, and reach out if you need anything. Love to help you.